everyone, so today I am here to do a currently reading video. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. I feel like I say that every time that I do one of these. I always try to do them multiple times throughout the month, and I always end up just doing it once a month, but whatever. Welcome to a currently reading video. Today I'm going to be talking about what I'm currently reading, what I'm currently listening to, what I'm currently watching and loving, and all of that kind of stuff. So, for the beginning of January, for the beginning of 2021, honestly, I haven't been in a super big reading mood. I'm in a very specific type of reading mood, and that is basically just a romance reading mood. I get in them very, very rarely, but every once in a while, all I want to consume is romance, and I 100% at the moment blame this on K-dramas. I have been absolutely binging K-dramas at the moment, so all I really want are fun, sci-fi fantasy romances, and that's literally all I can focus on. So that's basically what's been happening with my reading. But yeah, let me just get on in and show you guys the things that I'm currently in the middle of and plan on starting soon. First off, the non-romance books that I'm reading. I'm just taking out all my highlighters because those are still in here. I finally got into my reading of the Bible. Yeah, this is my Bible. It's cute and pink, isn't it cute? And yeah, Haley and I have been reading the Bible very slowly over the last year or so. We've taken lots and lots of breaks and everything. So, but we have been reading Psalms, which has definitely not been my favorite. I definitely would say Proverbs has been my favorite thing that I've read so far. But yeah, it's good. I'm trying to really annotate this. I'm reading this mostly for academic reasons, just because as I continue in my studies, I realize that the Bible is alluded to in literally everything, so I feel like I need to read it. Also, I was raised Christian as a kid and then stopped going to church for a lot of my life, so I am curious to kind of create my own ideas and see where I stand within Christianity. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this, and we are a decent way into Psalms, and then I think we're going to do Genesis, and then we're going to go back to the New Testament. We're kind of jumping all around, just doing whatever we want to, so that's the first thing I've been reading. I've actually been really, really good about reading this every single day and just trying to get through a couple of pages of this, so that's been good. And then I decided to start this year off on a bang and read the book that is the longest standing book on my TBR, and I've been meaning to read it for literally 3 years now, and I'm reading this with my Patreon, and that is Don Quixote by Cervantes. Yeah, I am about 200 pages into it, and those are all of my annotations and notes and stuff. If you're interested, we are reading this over on my Patreon. I am doing so much different content with this. I'm doing basically every time I read updates on what I'm thinking about, as well as discussing specific passages and quotes, and also doing videos about my annotations. So if you're interested in joining us, definitely go and sign up for my Patreon. I also, very exciting, I have started doing tiers on Patreon because a lot of people told me that I should do tiers, so I finally kind of looked into it. My big thing was I didn't do tiers at first was because I really didn't know what I could provide for the different tiers, so I started looking into other booktubers and what they did for their different tiers. So I have tiers now. It goes from $1 up to $8, and there's all different types of things, like just participating in the buddy read as a basic kind of thing, and then getting full reviews, getting videos, getting exclusive content. There's also a really fun one, which is Scholars, which basically I'm going to be finding actual scholarship on the books that we're reading, because I'm obviously a student, I'm in academics, and I have access to tons of academic databases, so I'm going to use that for the good of the people and find some really fun information about the different books that we're reading, so I'm really excited for that. And then the top one is just something fun. So yeah, if you're interested in joining us on my Patreon, the link is always in the description, and so far this has been so much fun. Don Quixote by Cervantes is basically about this man, Don Quixote, who reads way too many chivalry romance books and goes insane. And it's, on one hand, it's very sad because, you are reading about basically this man's descent into madness, and a lot of different people kind of getting hurt because of his madness, but it's also very, very funny. I feel like the feeling of this book is very similar to A Confederacy of Dunces, if you've ever read that. And I am really enjoying myself. I'm really hoping I like the second book a little bit more, because it is split into 2 volumes. Because this first one has been very episodic, which I did know that Don Quixote basically made the genre of like episodic stories, but I don't really like episodic things, so it's been fun and it's been fine so far, but it hasn't been like mind-blowing, I guess. But yeah, I am really enjoying my reading of this, and definitely doing it with my Patreon has made it so much more fun. So again, if you want to join us, link in the description. And then one of my, I guess, kind of New Year's resolutions, I always am trying to do this. I want to use my Kindle more in 2021. I've had this Kindle Fire since I was 16, and I am 23 now. And so I just decided to go on and like look at all the books I had on there, see what I really want to read, just kind of remind myself what I have on here, as well as I went and bought a couple new books on my Kindle, as well as I found out that my library, I can send ebooks to my Kindle rather than just reading them on my phone, so that's definitely been a game changer. But the book that I am currently, I haven't started it yet, but I plan on starting it today, is A Discovery of Witches. Can you guys see that? There we go. This is basically just like adult Twilight is basically how I've been told what it is, and that just sounds perfect. That sounds exactly what I need right now. So I'm very excited to start that one, but I have also gotten a couple other ones out. One of the books I bought was The Madness of Lord Ian Mackenzie by Jennifer Ashley, and this has a autistic main character as the main male love interest, which I'm really excited about. I also got TJ Klune wrote the book that everyone's obsessed with, The House on the Cerulean Sea, but he also had an old book series that is a male-male romance called Wolf Song. I think it's werewolves. I'm gonna assume it's werewolves. So I decided to get the first book of that, and yeah, I'm just really excited for this like fun, like paranormal / fantasy romance mood that I'm in. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at reading on my Kindle, and I'm very excited about it. Anyways, that's basically all I'm reading. I don't really know what I want to read after that. I have so many new books from Christmas, because I obviously got a ton of books for Christmas, and I'm excited about all of them, but again, I'm not like in the mood for it. The only other book that I like definitely want to get to in January is Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I have just been craving this book. I also feel like this is such a perfect book to read in the cold. I don't know, like maybe it's from the cover, like they're all bundled up and in jackets and stuff. And also Russia. It's like cold in Russia, so I just am like, I feel like I really am in the mood for this. So I think I'm gonna pick up this after Don Quixote, because I'm gonna be filming my 2021 goals after this, but one of my goals for 2021 is to constantly be reading an academic book, so either a classic or a nonfiction or something, alongside my kind of more fun books that I'm reading. So I think this is the only other book that I really, really solidly want to get to. Also, this is way shorter than I thought it was. What? This is not even 500 pages. I swear Goodreads said it was like almost 700. So yeah, anyways, I want to read that. But anyways, today I also have a SIPSBY unboxing for you guys, and yes, I have already opened this one because honestly I ran out of black tea. I drank my body weight in tea, basically in the month of December, like 6 times over. I was drinking so much tea because I was in my finals and finishing my thesis and everything, and I drank so much tea that I literally ran out of black tea, which I drink constantly every single day because I don't get much, like obviously green tea doesn't have very much caffeine, so I ran out of black tea, so I opened this. But it was a very good box, so now I can kind of give you guys a review of each of these teas because I've tried a lot of them. So first off, we have a brand that I've gotten quite a few times, which is Miracle Tree, but this is their Earl Grey. I've only ever gotten their herbal teas, so I'm really excited to try out their Earl Grey. And then the one that I've already drank like 3 cups of is Holiday Chai by Stash Tea. I don't know what is different about this compared to their regular chai, but it does feel Christmassy. It tastes like Christmas, and that's the only way to describe it. And I also got, I'm actually really excited for this one, is a ginger and mint fusion green tea. If you guys don't know, I have a lot of stomach problems. I'm like currently in the midst of getting diagnosed probably with an autoimmune disorder, but I was told to drink ginger tea every day, so I'm actually really excited about this, especially because I also really want to try mint tea. I've never been a person who got into mint tea, but I feel like a lot of people love it, and I kind of want to try it. So I'm excited about that one. And then I also got pomegranate strawberry tea, which I honestly feel like I don't drink very many fruit teas, especially in the winter, but pomegranate, oh, I love pomegranate. So yeah, that was my January tea box. If you guys want to buy your own subscription box to SIPSBY, they have you take a test and basically pick a custom box just for you based on your things that you want to try in tea. And I've been working with them for over a year now, and I love them so much. So yes, SIPSBY. Now, let's get on into what I've currently been loving. I honestly have been listening to, like, nothing. I haven't been listening to audiobooks for, like, over a month now. I just have not been in the mood to listen to audiobooks. Again, I'm kind of really not in a reading mood at the moment. So when I do listen to stuff, I have solely been listening to And Flying, which is a K-pop band that I've been really liking, as in, like, a band, not a group. Like, they don't dance or anything, they play instruments and sing, and that's about it. But I have been obsessed with their old albums, which are basically all rock. Like, their newest album is what, like, got me into them, but I am so happy to say I love their old music so much more, which was very exciting for me because I actually grew up loving rock. Like, basically my two genres were K-pop and rock, and I love rock. Like, my favorite group is Aerosmith. And so I was really excited to find a group that is K-pop but also like rock genre. So yeah, I've been obsessed with their old albums. I've been obsessed with the Real album and the Hot Potato album, but mostly the Real album. Like, the Real, I love every single song on that album. My biggest songs I've been enjoying are The Real, Leave It, Say Goodbye, Don't Mess With Me, Up All Night, and Awesome. Listen, their debut, cringy, but it's a very good song if you just listen to it a couple of times. Very good. But yeah, I'm always pushing And Flying on people. I got into them like over the summer, and I love them so much. They're so great. Hold up. I bought one of their albums just because, a graduation gift to myself, just a little thing that I wanted. And yeah, I'm obsessed with it. And also my bias is Hoon, and I got Hoon's photo card. So yeah, this was just super cute. I actually really like this like style of album. It's really, really cute. And anyways, yeah, And Flying is great. You should check them out. They also have a lot of Japanese music. They're actually, I'd say, probably more popular in Japan than in Korea. They started out in Japan, so if you like Japanese music, like if you're into J-rock or J-pop, also check them out because they have tons of Japanese music. They did the theme song for Haikyuu, and I'm shook by that. I had no clue. I like literally just saw that this morning, but apparently they did one of the Haikyuu theme songs, and I'm shook. So, getting And Flying. But other than that, I've really been listening to nothing. Mostly, I have been watching things. I have gone on a K-drama binge. I think the last time we talked, I was watching My Shy Boss, which I ended up finishing, and I didn't love it. I thought I was going to really, really love that drama, and I thought it was just okay. But I'm very happy to say that after that drama, I think I watched my favorite drama of all time. I'm now rewatching my old favorites just to confirm this. But basically, at the very end of December, I literally finished it hours into 2021. I watched The King, Eternal Monarch. Oh my god, guys, I'm obsessed with this drama. Firstly, I mean, I watched it in 4 days, which I have never watched anything that fast. Like, holy shit, it's like 16 episodes, an hour to an hour and a half each, and I watched it in 4 days, which is bonkers for me. I was just obsessed. I could not stop watching. There is not a dull moment in that drama. I'm obsessed. I loved every single character. The plot is amazing. The aesthetics are beautiful, and just overall, it's such a good drama. If you guys haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. I know a lot of people, like, it technically, like, was considered a flop, basically, when it first came out. Like, the viewership was not there. People were really critical of it and saying that it was wicked confusing. And apparently they don't like Kim Go-eun, who is, like, the lead female. She's also the lead female in Goblin. People apparently don't like her, which I don't I don't know how to help you there, but The King is just amazing, and I really, really enjoyed it. So it might be my favorite drama, but I'm rewatching my other favorite dramas. Last night I finished rewatching Goblin, which Goblin has always been my favorite drama, and I do think I like The King better, but again, I'm going to rewatch a couple of other things and then also rewatch The King. So, but Goblin is obviously amazing. Still a 5 out of 5 star drama for me, but I definitely noticed some things I didn't love about it this time around, but yeah, I also rewatched Goblin. Now I think I'm gonna take a little break from that director and my rewatches, and I'm going to watch, I think I'm actually gonna watch the Netflix K-drama Sweet Home. My friend who like doesn't like K-dramas or K-pop or anything recommended me this K-drama. It's about zombies, I think. So I'm really excited because I love zombies. My favorite movie like ever is Train to Busan. So I'm really excited to watch that. And then I'll get back into rewatching some dramas. But I have honestly just been watching so many things. I've been enjoying it so much. I've never been someone who watches a lot of things. And I'm loving it. It's so fun. It's so refreshing, I guess. And also like Nico and I have been watching a bunch of things. We just finished our rewatch of Lord of the Rings, which is my favorite thing ever. I love Lord of the Rings so much. I feel like there's two things I just adore in this world that I never talk about on my YouTube channel, which is Lord of the Rings and Naruto. Like, those are two of my favorite things of all time, and I just don't talk about them that often, but we just rewatched Lord of the Rings, and it was such a good time. So yeah, I've been just enjoying watching things, taking it easy and having fun and just consuming other things. So yeah, look out for my 2021 goals video, which will be coming out after this because I'm going to talk about a lot of these things again. But one of my goals is to just like let myself enjoy other hobbies besides reading. So I've definitely been doing that, and it's been really nice. It's honestly, I feel like, been a very good balance of like watching things and enjoying that kind of like media consumption and books. Like, I feel like I have a pretty good balance at the moment. So. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this currently reading video, and definitely tell me down in the comments below what you are currently reading and enjoying, any new bands, new songs, new K-dramas. Definitely tell me down in the comments below. But anyways, I love you all, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye!